Welcome back, viewers. You are still tuned into Prime Live. We are on your screens Monday to Friday between the hours of 6 and 8. I'm super excited about this conversation. Empowering women with confidence and preparedness and peace of mind is the mission of KeyChain SA. And today we are joined by the founder, Nicole, who is the visionary behind this game-changing company that has helped over 1,500 women defend themselves with stylish keychains and effective self-defense training. In our discussion today, we will be exploring the story behind KeyChain SA, the innovative products and techniques that it offers, as well as the powerful impact it has already made in just 1 year. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us on Prime Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm always excited to welcome boss ladies into the studio, and you are doing such innovative things to be able to make women feel confident and safe. Can you tell us more about the inception and what inspired you to start KeyChain SA?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Anything you want. Floor is all yours.
Right. So I'll try and summarize it as quick as possible. As a business owner and entrepreneur, I'm also a content creator, and I love solving problems. So about 2.5 years ago, I made a video. I never expected it to go viral, but it did, and I broke down in the video because as a mother, I realized I can't even take my daughter to a park. So I made the video, and the feedback I got, even from fathers around South Africa, mothers, little girls responding to me, just left an impression on my heart and made me think, what can I do in my capacity? How can I help? Fast forward a couple of months later, I started a series, How to Start a Business. So I did a sequence of videos, also went viral, got feedback from the public. And as we know, with social media, you have people that are excited and you have people that will obviously have backlash, say negative things, but I'm the type of person, I'll put my money where my mouth is. So I decided, you know what? I'll start a business using my own advice. At the time I had another business. I found this product, I marketed, I did the website myself, and then I started on my personal page. So it started as a project to show people what they can achieve if they take the time, put the effort into learning these new skills. Because at the end of the day, the person that's going to hold you back is you. So started it, ended up closing my previous business. It was doing well, but this just gave me a bit more fulfillment. And I think that's where God led me, because He gave me the idea and the passion to want to help the next person. And it started with that particular video, knowing that I have a daughter that's going to grow up in a country that's ridden with crime. The stats show 1 in 3 ladies. So in this room, there are 3 ladies. My little one is also here. Between the 3 of us, in our lifetime, we either have been or will be sexually assaulted. And that made an impact on me. So I followed God's direction and gave the business to Him and asked Him to lead me so I can be a blessing, teach people how to do it. Because I've helped 30 ladies as well in the last about 1.5 years start businesses doing the same thing I'm doing. And as well as the self-defense, I got certified. So it's literally just me wanting to give back, equipping people, helping people start businesses, because the unemployment is a problem in our country, as well as GBV. So in that order, I knew the person I am, the problem solver I am, what can I do and be the change that I want to see for this country.
That's exactly the entrepreneurial mindset we need to see in South Africa, and I love that you've brought that. And we've seen products like this on international spaces, but we've never seen it in South Africa. So I love that you brought the concept here, especially to empower the women in South Africa. But beyond that, I can see this is something you are passionate about. It's not just a business. You mentioned a little bit about the self-defense training. Can you take us through a little bit more information about the self-defense training that you are also part of?
Okay, so we'll start with just the general public. So I do a fully loaded class, but there's a maximum of 16 ladies. By the time you're done with that class, you are fully prepared. I realized a lot of different institutions, they offer self-defense classes. However, it's maybe a 6-week or a 12-week program. And if I ask you the question and you're in week 3 of your self-defense class and a bad guy comes, are you going to say, stop? Hold on, can you come back to me in about 9 weeks? I'll be ready for you. It doesn't work. So I went on a couple of months of research, finding an organization that can train me so that I can offer ladies a class when you come in. It is a bit lengthy, but I do cover mental, physical, self-defense tools, which we'll discuss later. So that's where I started, and the funding from that I then utilize so that I can do free classes. Because as we know, there are so many different communities, informal settlements in our country, where the most vulnerable do not have access to self-defense classes, or I think the biggest challenge that they have is finances. So I've used my platform, selling these tools and hosting these classes so that I can go into these communities and actually offer that to them. And then the last tier is corporates. So I know I can go to one person, I can help 16 ladies at a time in a class, or if I go to a corporate client, they've got 200-300 staff, I can break the classes up, then I can make a further impact. But it goes further than that, because if I teach you certain techniques, it will go to your family, to your friends. You will teach them those techniques. So I know by me helping one, I'm helping a host of other ladies. So it started there, and yeah, there's some exciting developments. I'll announce it later with regards to the self-defense classes, because I actually got the news earlier today, and I'm really excited about it, because now I'll be able to try and empower at least between 3,000 to 5,000 ladies in the next two months. So yeah, that's a bit about the self-defense.
I mean, we're excited to be able to get the sneak peek before anyone actually knows about it. So I can definitely see how passionate you are about this, and how passionate you are about giving back in so many ways to the women in South Africa. But of course, our whole conversation today is about your incredible keychains. I mean, they're not just powerful and dangerous, but they are also incredibly trendy. I love the colors. Can you take us through some of the products that you might get in your keychain, or your self-defense keychain?
I will do. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do, I will not explain too much on how to use it. You know, there are people that end up watching this. Same with the classes, I don't film. So this is just to protect ladies, so that the very tools that I use cannot be used against them, right? So one thing, I'll start with a car safety tool. Quite simple. It's a 3-in-1. So if you have a look over here, there's a window breaker. We've seen what's happening with Uber, with all these e-hailing services Bolt across the country. People are getting trapped in the vehicles, or if there's an accident, a window breaker can actually allow you to break the window without it shattering, and allowing you to escape. So that's the first part. Second part is a seatbelt cutter, but also a rope cutter. So if somebody binds you, or if you're stuck in a vehicle, you can use this to escape. And then you've got a whistle. This helps you attract attention. Simple. Men love it, women love it, kids love it. It's perfect, everyday use. One of my favorites that I really want to show, specifically for moms, for dads with kids, this is a personal alarm. So people will be like, why do I need something like this? It's got a torch in case you lose something in your bag or under the couch. But I think the biggest advantage is how loud it is. It's 140 decibels. Do you know how loud that is?
No, I have no idea.
Can you take a guesstimation?
I can only imagine how loud that is.
Okay, we know an ambulance siren is quite loud. And that's 120 decibels. This is 140, which is as loud as a gunshot at close range. So picture your little girl, you're in a mall, it's festive season. What's the first thing that a bad guy will do? They will take it, they will try and cover your mouth, right? So with this, removing it makes a loud sound and attracts attention. And of course, I think one of the most favorite in South Africa is a taser. So it has a little torch, and
oh, the sound is just enough.
It's intimidating, and I think this is one of the favorites, because somebody will back away from you if you bring
just
something like
sound. Honestly, I backed away just a little
and
bit.
you knew what it was going to sound like. And lastly, I'll show you guys this. It's a kitty knuckle, quite discreet. So it looks just like a normal keychain, but it does offer you a physical advantage. I know, right? And we've got multiple colors, and that's just to name a few. We do have other options on our website, and on my socials, I do share some safety tips. So that's just a few that I thought I'll show you. And, you know, in case we want to look pretty.
That's my favorite one so far.
In case we want to look pretty, you know, you go to the mall, or you in a club or wherever. People tend to do crazy things. but it's got a concealed blade, so you can make sure you're looking nice, but you're also
You're
protected.
also handy at the same time. I see you also have pepper spray there as well, which is a must do. Thank you so much for taking us through that. I mean, this is exactly everything you might need. But before we let you go, please share with us, where can we contact you to get our hands on a self-defense keychain, and where can we contact you to get ourselves in on your self-defense classes?
Okay, we'll start with my website. I do supply throughout South Africa, and I am opening the store up internationally. So that's www.keychainsa.com, nationwide delivery. On social media, you'll find me on Instagram and TikTok under Safety Keychain SA, and on Facebook, KeyChain SA. If I can share,
Please.
I will actually be joining a beautiful foundation, Baldwin. They're also part of Baldwin Properties, and we've secured over 15 classes that I will be hosting for free. Some are open to the public, some are not. I will be releasing that information on my socials as well as my website, just to try and give back. And anybody that has a location for me, private classes I also do, schools I plan on going to. So if anybody has a place, I will come and host the class.
I love to hear that. Nicole, thank you so much for joining us on Prime Live this evening. I'm inspired. I'm a little scared, but I'm very, very inspired by what you've been able to bring to the table and bring to women in South Africa. I can see the passion that you have for this project, and I absolutely love what you've been able to provide. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing with us and for teaching us the importance of keeping ourselves safe as women in South Africa. So thank you for that.
It's only a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Viewers at home, that was Nicole from KeyChain SA. If you're ready to get your hands on one of these incredibly stunning, I mean, yes, they're absolutely stunning. Look at the colors. Incredibly stunning pieces, whether it's whether it's the alarm or whether it's the pepper spray or the entire keychain, please do reach out to them on their social media platforms and go through to the website to order yours today. And if you're keen on a self-defense class for your community or just your family, please do also reach out to her on her social media platforms. On that note, it is time for us to head over to an ad break, and we'll come right back.